Today's topic: why you keep waiting for the perfect time. The planning fallacy. Imagine there is a book you have wanted to read for months. Every morning, you tell yourself, I'll start tonight when I have more energy. Tonight comes, you're tired, so you tell yourself, tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow becomes next week. Then one day you realize months have passed, yet nothing has changed. Here is the surprising part. This doesn't happen because you're lazy or tired. It happens because your brain is making a prediction about your future self. And that prediction is often wrong. Psychologists call this the planning fallacy. Today, we'll uncover why your brain keeps convincing you that the perfect time is just around the corner, even when it never arrives. Welcome to Purple Mind. Have you ever postponed learning a skill, starting a workout, or chasing a dream because you believed you'd be more motivated later? You're not alone. The planning fallacy is one of the most common cognitive biases. It quietly affects students, professionals, entrepreneurs, and even experts. By the end of this video, you'll understand why your brain keeps delaying action and how a simple shift in thinking can help you finally start. Point 1. The story your brain tells. Meet Arav. He wants to learn graphic design. He downloads tutorials, buys an online course, and even creates a study schedule. But instead of starting, he tells himself, I'll begin next Monday. I'll have more time and more focus then. Monday arrives, assignments pile up, his motivation disappears, so he chooses another Monday. This cycle continues for months. Sound familiar, right? The problem wasn't that Arav lacked ability. The problem was that his brain imagined a future version of himself with unlimited motivation, free time, and perfect discipline. Psychologists have found that we constantly believe our future selves will be more capable than our present selves. But when the future becomes the present, nothing magically changes. Point 2. The planning fallacy explained. The planning fallacy was identified by psychologist Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky. They discovered that people constantly underestimate how long tasks will take while overestimating how efficiently they'll complete them. Think about renovating a house, preparing for exams, editing a YouTube video, or finishing an assignment. We often picture the best case scenario. We forget interruptions, unexpected problems, and everyday responsibilities. Our brain creates an optimistic timeline because imagining success feels so good. Unfortunately, reality is usually more complicated. This is why projects run late, goals get postponed, and deadlines feel closer than expected. The issue isn't poor intelligence. It's the way our minds naturally predict the future. Point 3. Why waiting makes things harder. Here is something counterintuitive. Waiting for motivation often reduces motivation. Every time you postpone a task, your brain learns that avoiding discomfort brings temporary relief. That relief feels rewarding, so the next time the task appears, your brain encourages you to delay again. Over time, the task feels bigger, more difficult, more intimidating. Meanwhile, people who make progress usually don't wait until they feel ready. They simply begin. Research on habit formation shows that Consistent small actions are far more effective than occasional bursts of motivation. One page, one workout, 5 minutes of practice, small actions build momentum, and momentum often creates motivation, not the other way around. The best time is rarely perfect. The perfect time is one of the biggest illusions your brain creates. It promises that tomorrow will be easier, the next week will be less stressful, the someday you'll finally feel ready, but progress doesn't belong to people who wait for the perfect conditions all the time. It belongs to the people who start before everything feels perfect. The next time your mind says, I'll begin tomorrow, pause for a moment and ask yourself, what one small step I can make today or I can take today, because your future isn't built by the plans you make. It's built by the actions you repeat. If this video helped you see your mind differently, subscribe to Purple Mind. Every single day, I try to explore the hidden psychology behind everyday life so you can understand your mind and change your life. If you want to know more about human behavior, psychology, and confidence, then follow Purple Mind. Thank you for watching.